AITAH for not wanting to reconnect with my brother. I am not the oop. Oopie is you. Lucas Bolts. AITAH for not wanting to reconnect with my brother. Originally posted to our AITAH. Thanks to you Melonbos for suggesting this. Boru trigger warning. Abandonment. Mentions child abuse, gaslighting. Original post Feb 9, 2026. This is a bit of a long story, but I am going to try to condense it down to only the important details. Before my mom met my dad and had me male 22. My mom had a son with a guy, Rob, fake name. Rob was a posse who abused my mom and manipulated my brother, Ash, male 29. Ash had a lot of problems. He had really bad anger issues. And I have so many memories from my childhood of him physically attacking me, my mom, and my dad. But when he wasn't flipping out, he was the best brother in the world. We'd play video games into the play outside. I loved him, despite all his flaws. When I was around 9 one day he went to his dad's house and never came home. Apparently this was his choice. But I had always kept my hope he would come home, and he did. When I was in 8th grade 13, he moved back in right before going to college. I was so excited to have my big brother back. We spent that whole summer with no issues, just him and me hanging out just like old times. I am not sure what his final argument with my parents was. All I heard was screaming, then him storming out of the house, and never coming back. Him leaving again ruined my mom. It ruined me. That Christmas, he left a box on our front porch for me. It took about 3 months for me to open it. I was too hurt. I miss my brother. The last time I saw him was my high school graduation. I went to high school with his cousin, and I saw Ash walking around. We made eye contact. He definitely recognized me and he walked away. That pissed me off and almost ruined my whole day. That was also the day I found out he had blocked me over the years. That pain has turned to resentment. Don't get me wrong, I wanted him to turn his life around, heal, get better. Whatever, but he has caused me too much pain sitting around and hoping one day he'll come home. I made the decision that if he tried to come back into my life, I wouldn't allow him. For my own sake, that brings me to now. My mom called me Friday and asked me to come home for the weekend because there was something we needed to talk about. When I got home she sat me down and said Ash had sent her a text message. Apparently he had gotten therapy, was married, had a kid, and was finally ready to try again. He felt awful for how he treated us and wanted to meet up to talk everything over. My mom was so excited and said we would be meeting up with him next weekend. I told her I was happy for her, but I would not be coming. She was confused, and I told her what I told you. I don't want him back in my life. It just wouldn't be good for me, considering I still haven't fully healed from the last time he left. I cried, she cried. I went to my room later that evening. Both my parents confronted me about Ash. They both said that it was rude of me to decline seeing him, that I should at least hear him out. And then, I can decide if I want to heal our relationship. But I've already made up my mind. I made up my mind years ago. I explained my side, saying I was happy he was better, that he had a good life now, but I want no part of it. He hurt me, and that trauma and pain has followed me my whole life. My parents called me bitter and said I am holding a grudge that doesn't need to be held anymore. I don't care. This is the part I think I fucked up. I told my mom, as far as I am concerned, Ash is dead to me. He can try to fix our relationship, beg for forgiveness, but he's never getting it. I started yelling. My dad started yelling. My mom started crying again. I pointed at her and said, see, he isn't even in our lives again, and we be right back to here. I went back to my room and sobbed into my pillow. Both my parents aren't talking to me, unless it's begging me to go with them to see Ash. I am not sure if I should suck it up and go see him, or if I should stand my ground and keep my boundaries. I feel like an asshole for making my mom cry. And what if he did change? How unfair is it for me to judge him based on shit he did when he was a teenager? He had a shitty childhood too. Maybe I should just forgive him and keep the peace. TLDR AITAH for not wanting to reconnect with my older half-brother that abandoned me and hurt me, even though my mom insists I need to. Update 1, Feb 10, 2026. Next day I first wanted to say thank you to everyone for being supportive and understanding where I was coming from. I just want to address a few things. I saw a lot of in the comments what was the last fight about. This has been something that has been bugging me for a while. So, before giving my mom an answer of if I was going to go with her to see Ash, I asked, So she told me apparently my brother and my dad had gotten into a fight about housing. Ash was home for the weekend while he was in college and had apparently made a few demands. He demanded be allowed to live at home rent-free for however long he wanted. My dad, obviously, said no. That pissed my brother off, and he left. He then sent a bunch of texts to my mom, harassing her and me. She didn't get into what exactly he said to her, but it was apparently very upsetting. What did he leave you? Maybe he was